There is always a right key to unlock a padlock. Several keys may be able to open the padlock, but not as easy and without effect as the real key. We are also keys meant for the right padlock, and just like other keys might be able to open a padlock when force is applied, so also can the wrong partner force their way to your life and try to be right. Not everything that looks good is good for you. Not everything that seems right is right for you. You are right for someone, and someone is right and the true one for you. You cannot afford to tangle your soul with the wrong person. You cannot tie yourself with the wrong person. The greatest mistake one can make in life is accepting the wrong person to settle down with. It has been described as packing coal of fire into your abode or putting yourself on fire. God is not far from us as heaven looks far from earth. He is very close and near us, but most times we decide to get distracted or too busy to listen. He is always speaking and showing us things. Signs would be visible for you to see and know when you meet the right person. Do not be too tied up and not to see when God is speaking or showing you things. Do not be too carried away. It is not every matter you keep secret. Speak out and you would be surprised at the advice and help you would receive from the person. Above all, seek help from God and pay attention to what He is showing you. You would not make mistakes when you pick a signal from Him. He is ready to bring the true one your way. He wants you to meet the right one today. 4 sudden things God shows you when you meet the true one. You would know. Just like the real key to open a padlock does not give you a headache when trying to open the door. This is also true and similar to our lives and relationship. With the right partner, you would know this is the right one for you. But despite people saying the relationships are difficult and challenging, you would notice that yours seems easy and enjoyable. There might be days or seasons when you would have issues, but it would not be easy to clear through and continue with the relationship because you are the key to that person's heart, and the person is also the key to unlock the padlock of your life. This is one thing God would show you, and it would give you the understanding that you would have met the right person. God does not want you to have difficulties always when trying to open the door or accessing the person's heart. So if you have met the right person, God makes an access easy. He would know from how easy your heart is knit and how you can access the locks to their heart. When you are struggling to gain access, enter or open, you have not met the one true one for you, and it is not God that showed you the person or guided you to the person, and it is best you take a bow and walk away. Do not look back or keep trying or struggling to force it open. You would end up damaging the lock or the access. When God is involved or in charge of something, He does not necessarily need your input to bring it to pass, except that you remain aligned to His will and follow His plans. The person He presents to you is like an answer to your prayers. When you are connected to your Maker and have been praying and trusting God to send you the true and right person for you, He sometimes sends that person as an answer to your prayer. You cannot be asking God for something and He gives you another. He would always give you what you have asked Him as His child. What have you been asking God rightly? Is that what you see in your life? Is that the person you have met? If it is not, chances are that you have not met the right person or have attached yourself to another, or the devil, who is an expert in sewing tires, have sewn that person into your life to stop you from asking and waiting on God. You must not stop praying and waiting until you have been asking and praying is delivered to you. It is not just a write-up when Jesus said that we should ask until we receive. Seek until you find, and knock when the door is open for you. Forces are there to distract and give you what seems or what looks like the solution, but it is not the solution. And what should be your end goal and target should be getting what you have been asking for. The right and true one for you that God would show you would be the answer to your prayers and waiting on God. This is what Jacob did. He did not stop in the work until when Rachel, who he knew was the right and true one for him, was delivered unto him. Do not stop seeking. Do not stop asking and praying until God shows you the true one. You see instant growth. When you meet the true one meant for you, your right padlock, you would see that there is growth in your life, and the growth is not one-sided. The both of you will grow and become better by your association. The right and the true person is meant to fill a space, and once that space has been filled, the next thing is to begin to rise up together, and that is growth. If you are not seeing growth, the person is not from God, and what you are doing is trying to fill up space or cover the gap. But once it is the person for you, the space would be filled naturally and automatically. What the both of you would strive or try to do or attain is growth, and it would come quickly and suddenly because you are on the same footing and level. You would grow upward and take root downward at the same time. When good seed drop in fertile soil, it grows fast. So also, when you meet the right person for your life, you would experience growth because we are like seeds to be planted in the life of another. And the other is also like a seed planted in our lives. If you do not see growth in your life or the life of the other person, then you have not met the true one for you. God did not lead you to that person. It does not need or require great effort to be achieved when the right seed is dropped on the fertile ground. It springs forthward or without your effort. You would see and experience growth when you are in the company of the right and true person for your life. This is the sudden thing God would do in your lives. You see God's blessing in all dimensions. Another thing God shows as a sign that you have met the right person is that He surrounds you with His blessing, because the things God does are blessing to our lives to make us rich and not to bring sorrow our way. It was after Rebekah came into the life of Isaac that the change occurred. The Bible in Genesis 26 recorded that Isaac sowed in the land and reaped in the hundredfold what he planted. He has been planting and sowing since the days of his father, but has not been blessed by God as he experienced after he met Rebekah, because he was God's access point to blessings to his life. When you have met the true and right one for you, your life would be full of blessings of God. The coming of Leah into the life of Jacob did not bring that measure of blessing until when Rachel came into the scene. If you are in a relationship and have not seen the blessing of God in your life, it means God has not commissioned the relationship and you are not with the right person. The Bible also said that he who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from God, which is to mean that your next level blessing is tied to your meeting the right person. Do not settle for the blessing that God did not show you, because you are signing up to live the remaining days of your life devoid of the blessings of God. Keep waiting and developing yourself, for God would make you meet the true one for your life, and you would have access to His blessings and favor, because that is the right person for you. It is not a journey or race of competition. Everyone has his special destination and goal point. You are in competition with the forces of the enemy, not with your fellow friend or neighbor. So do not rush, because everyone is into a relationship or have met their true love. Yours is coming, and God would show you.